is a journey into the ancient world, the days of the troublesome nation, Israel. This is the era of the prophecy foretold by the prophet Jeremiah of the 70-year captivity of the Israelites in Babylon. The prophecy confirmed by the prophets Ezra and Zechariah of what to come concerning Israel. The prophecy experienced by the prophet Daniel, a vibrant young ruler who lived through the captivity. The captivity of the Jewish people began prior to the destruction of the temple with the first deportation of Jews to Babylon and ended with a decree from Cyrus allowing the Jews to return to Jerusalem in 536 BC. Sit back while you see the tale through the eyes of the prophet.
Hello there, I am Daniel Chiliep, survivor of the Babylonian exile. Here you will learn of his history and the prophecies that were foretold. It all began in 605 BC when Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, took myself, my friends, and several other Israelites as captives to Babylon. I was just 17 years old. While at Babylon, the Israelites longed for Zion. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Here we wept. When we remembered Zion, we hung our harps upon the willows in the midst of it. For there those who carried us away captive asked us for a song. And those who plundered us requested mirth, saying, "Sing us one of those songs of Zion. How shall we sing the Lord's song in a foreign land?" But what could we do? We were far away from home. We had to accept our fate. Well, at least for the next 70 years. Idolatry, trusting in foreign powers and injustices. Those three caused us grave consequences. Our king was also captured with us, and this was to punish him for allying with Egypt and rebelling against the Babylonian dominance. Our prophet Jeremiah, who was among the remnants in Jerusalem, encouraged us who were in Babylon to build homes, intermarry, and settle there because we were not coming home anytime soon. The Babylonians permitted us to have regular contact with those who remained in Judah. We were still free people in the community. But even in the situation we had found ourselves, we had a hope that God's anger would not last forever. He said he will visit us after the 70 years and bring us back to Jerusalem. He said he knew the thoughts he thought towards us, thoughts of good and not of evil, to give us a future and a hope. There are still more tales to tell of the Babylonian kingdom and my experience in a foreign land. Watch out for the next episode. Hello there, and welcome to this episode on the Babylonian Kings. Prophet Jeremiah prophesied that many nations and kings would serve Nebuchadnezzar, his son and his grandson. His kingdom indeed ended 60 years later with his grandson Belshazzar, the son of Nabonidus, who married Nitocris, the daughter of Nebuchadnezzar before the king Cyrus of Persia conquered Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar was the son of Nabopolassar, who ruled over Babylon from 626 BC to 605 BC. King Nebuchadnezzar then reigned for 43 years, ruling from 605 BC to 562 BC. During the new Babylonian period, King Nebuchadnezzar was the most influential and longest reigning king. He expanded the Babylonian Empire and rebuilt the capital city with the help of his wife, Midas. He also built the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which ranks among the 7 wonders of the ancient world. He was a brilliant strategist who permitted the nations he conquered to practice the religion and imported the smartest people to help him govern. But his end came due to his pride. Nebuchadnezzar's life teaches us that humility and obedience to God matters despite all achievements. Despite his greatness, Nebuchadnezzar was a mere instrument to execute God's plan concerning Israel. I have watched kings come and go, and one thing I have come to understand is that God holds sovereign power. It was a unique experience for me as I lived through the succession of these kings of Babylon, who were dealt with according to their deeds, just as Israel was. Watch out for the next episode to get more insights into what I truly faced in Babylon. Hello there, and welcome to this episode on my captivity experience. While in Babylon, King Nebuchadnezzar called upon brilliant young men whom they might teach the language and literature of the Chaldeans. The king also appointed a daily provision of the king's delicacies and of the wine which he drank, 3 years of training for them. My friends Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah, and I were among the young men chosen and were given new names. My name was changed to Belteshazzar, Hananiah's name was changed to Shadrach, Mishael's name was changed to Meshach, and Azariah's name was changed to Abednego. We did not accept the offer of the king's delicacies as other Israelite captives did. This was not because we did not want to enjoy the pleasures of Babylon, but for the security of our faith. Although we were acquiring Babylonian education, we did not want to be carried away by these pleasures and compromise our faith. We preferred to eat vegetables instead, and we were better and fatter than the rest of the young men. We were blessed with profound knowledge and wisdom which made us better than all the magicians and astrologers who were in all the realm. I was also gifted in understanding and interpreting visions and dreams. Speaking of dreams, the king had a dream one night which troubled his spirit. The king called for some of the wise men of the kingdom to tell him his dream and interpret it, to test their ability and confirm whether they could give a correct interpretation. To these wise men, such things was impossible. According to them, no one could reveal such things except the gods, whose dwelling is not among men. This was to confirm that only true revelation could come from God. Even I could not see visions and interpret dreams, but God does not reveal it to me. Because of their inability to tell the king his dream and its interpretation, all the wise men in the land were ordered to be executed, including my friends and I. I pleaded with the captain of the king's guard to give me some time to pray for this interpretation, which was granted. My friends and I prayed, and the secret was revealed to me in a night vision. We went before the king and told him his dream, which was exactly what he saw, and its interpretation. He acknowledged the God of heaven who revealed the secret and made me ruler of the whole province of Babylon and chief administrator over all the wise men of Babylon. He also set my friends over the affairs of the province of Babylon. What an awesome promotion! And it does not even finish there. There is yet another tale and experience in a foreign land. Watch out for the next episode. Hello once again, and welcome to this episode where I highlight the compromising experiences my friends and I faced. There was an incident where the king made an image of gold about 90 feet high and 9 feet wide. For this image's dedication, the king called for all the government officials to be there. My friends were present as officials of the province of Babylon. But I was away on the king's business, but the report of this incident reached me. At the dedication, it happened that just my friends refused to bow to the image of the plain music as others did. Even after being reported to the king, we could never bow to any image molded by man. They were then ordered to be thrown into a furnace that was heated 7 times more than its usual heat. The furnace was so hot, it killed the soldiers who escorted them. But my friends miraculously survived the fire. While in the fire, their hair was not singed. Their garments were not affected, neither did they smell of fire. Right in the fire, another being was present with them, which according to the king looked like the Son of God. That was shocking to be acknowledged by someone like him. My friends were once again promoted through this miracle the king witnessed. I also experienced a similar incident because of my faith. A decree was intentionally made by some officials who hated me. They influenced King Darius, who ruled after King Belshazzar, that anyone who prayed to any god apart from the king should be thrown into the lion's den. This was the offense I was guilty of. Prayer was something I did openly facing Jerusalem 3 times daily, and they knew this. I was thrown into the lion's den against the king's wish, as he was fond of me and was not aware of the motive of these officials. While in the den, an angel came and shut the mouth of the lions, so I was not eaten by them. The king was incredibly happy when he found that I was alive, and well, the next morning, those who accused me were then thrown into the lion's den, as well as their families. What we experienced proved that standing for what you believe is certainly worth it. It brought great promotion as captives. I am now 8 to 7 years of age and back in my hometown, Jerusalem, and I am happy to have made an impact in Babylon, where I spent most of my years. I wish to have shared some revelations I had while in Babylon, but time will not permit me. You were free to read my book titled Daniel to find out more about the prophecies for the age to come. Shalom.